Hello. Hello, Rashbi. Привет. How is everyone? How is everybody? Why does it not tell me the infrastructure? Seems like it's kind of buggy. Ah, well. That's fine. We will live. Bene, bene, bene. That's great. Hello, everyone. How is life? To all those who just entered, I'm just playing some Red World, as you can see. Well. Love how half of the songs are incredibly loud and then the other half are incredibly not loud. Quiet, I guess you could say. What do you mean there's no port here? That's retarded. Okay, so how are our divisions? Bad. 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 And bad. So we're gonna have a little bit of work to do. Ah, well. At least we can get everything rolling. Not really. And yes, I have seen CHG play Führerreich. I can't really do too much about it because I don't have Führerreich. So, yeah. It looks pretty great, to be fair, so far. So, when it comes out, I will play it. We cannot take anything, right? No, I don't think we can take anything right now. Italian Grand Armée. Love it. Love it. We can't even take continuous focuses because we need more focuses taken. We can't take anything until Libya explodes. So that's kind of sad. We're just stuck here being memes. Well, yes, it is pretty hype. The new Hearts of Iron 4 DLC, not as much hype because it's like, yeah, they're gonna do something about naval, which is like, fine, sure, but at the same time, that's got its problems. They need to make it well. They need to make it so that it actually like addresses the issues that are there, but who knows? Did you just do this twice? Oh no, it was the same one. Sorry. Okay, so our army right now is pretty freaking shit. We're gonna have to deal with this. So mechanized brigades. Ha! We've got San Marino. That's hilarious. Really now. San Marino actually has 2 building slots. Ah well. That's not bad. Not bad, I guess. So one thing that I dislike, oh, the Vatican City exists. That's awesome. One thing that I kind of dislike about you know, Red World and Millennium Dawn and every kind of Modern World mod, except Modern Day 4, which is pretty good, is that, you know, like, the way the units work is kind of derp. Yes, I'm talking about Man the Guns, which is going to be about, as far as I know, like, the Western Hemisphere plus the Navy stuff, which, well, I mean, can be good, can be bad. We'll see. And yeah, we're gonna have to get some army experience. Do we get army experience for this? Convene of the High Council of Defense will restore our military's greatness. Love it. Dissolve the High Council, new weapons, new soldiers, Italian air technologies, new naval command. Ooh, 4 military factories. That's not bad. You have army experience there. Recruitable pop. Navy experience. Tanks of Europe. And there goes Libya, starts to die. Here though you get a research slot. So not bad. Wow, 175 days for that. Yeah, like the old guard, you get those military factories, man. That's pretty good. And, oh, Zyuganov. I mean, yeah. 10 to V's lives matter. Okay, I think we can safely go to 5 speed, sorry. So yeah, like, it just kind of needs a few things so that it's good, but it could just be a total flop. I don't like this song. I like this song. Rip. You're dead. You're dead. Yes, we get it. Goddamn princes and princesses or whatever. And Führer Reich looks like it's gonna be pretty awesome. Because it's Führer Reich. Like, it's just such a meme. What I like is that it's got the Kaiserreich kind of style of how the gameplay is gonna be. except it's more like vanilla in terms of the world, so it's not, you know, I mean, like, the Kaiserreich world, as good as it, like, you know, could be, or, you know, however you want to put it, however immersive they want to make it, it's not our world, right? So having the gameplay plus something that's a little bit more similar, again, it's not the same, but something that's a little bit more similar is gonna be nice. It's gonna be a nice kind of refresher from Kaiserreich, because, you know, I've just been playing only that in terms of Hearts of Iron. Zuganov, you're boring. Huh, well, guess he's gonna send us a factory. Not bad. Wait, Central America? Oh, right, I forgot about that. Daniel Ortega. Mayday attack. Boom. Okay. Oh, wow. That's a lot of political power that we need. Call an election. We are not democratic. Support a bunch of people. No. I think what I get first is Silent Workhorse. My second in command. Religious leader. Is there anything else that gives us political power? Because I like political power. This gives us political power. He's an iron-fisted brute. Industry Minister. Extreme Regulator. Wow. Interesting. Far right claimed responsibility in the for 5-1 for the White American Liberation Front. Proclaimed a new beginning for the Commonwealth. Ah. I didn't know that it was actually that way. Reinforcement rate plus 5%. Do we need that yet? I think we'll just hold off on that. It's interesting how there's, yeah, like the tech tree is basically that of Hearts of Iron 4, the normal one. Yep. They've just removed the part in the middle. Naval UCAV. Yeah, we need this one. Because we need planes for our ships. So this is a bit of a different thing from actual... Oh, there goes Tunisia. You know, we could just justify on them already. Oh well. Yes, long live Red Italy. Well, we'll see about that soon. We'll see about that soon. Hey, this is literally your profile picture. The flag. Kind of. And here we are. It's about to explode. It's about to seriously explode. Haftar revolts. The National Salvation League revolts. And there's probably gonna be, yep, the Islamic State of Libya. Then there's like the revolutionaries down southwest, the Revolutionary Army, and then there's more revolutionaries somewhere else. They all declare war on each other. Just, yep, just usual. And there we go. So that's Libya blowing up, and that is gonna give us the refugee crisis, I guess. Video demonetized. As the Libyans flee the civil war. In the wake of a terrifyingly violent civil war in the shattered state of Libya. Actually, hold on. Day-night loop. Why? See, I thought that was something looking pretty retarded. In the wake of a terrifying, violent civil war in the shattered state of Libya, let's actually see what's going on. It's just absolutely a mess. Many refugees have begun to flee the country in hopes of finding better, safer homes. Many within the international community have called upon the nations to rise up and take in these helpless souls, but others are noticeably skeptical about the whole situation. For one, they don't wish for hundreds of Libyans unadjusted to our European culture to destroy our world-class united society. Another slightly more fringe Italian demographic sees these refugees as harbors of Islamic terrorism, a dreadful ideology that the world has seen less of since the end of the Cold War. So actually we get plus 90 manpower in Calabria because, oh wow, there's actually a lot of different cores for... Yeah, there's just Naples. Oh, there's no Rome. There's Tuscany. What? Tuscany here? No. We're having none of that. Then there's Greater Piedmont. I'm sure Ligurians are very happy about that. And then there's Greater Lombardy. Oh no. Veneto gets Venice, of course. Anyway, so that's what's happening in Libya. I might. Yes, that was the GDR anthem, except without... Oh, привет, Dimitri. Как дела? Except it was without the lyrics, and I prefer it with the lyrics because I think it's actually a really good anthem. Like, I don't know, it's a good anthem. Like, fucking GDR anthem. Yeah. Anyway, so right about now, I am saying I might change the ruling party because I will put this up to democracy. Well, partial democracy. I'll just like let people just spew their idea because there's free paths that you can take, and I haven't played Italy yet, right? So I don't know how you actually get these, right? So of course you can do free things. You can either just reaffirm the PC rule, which is the way that Italians call the Communist Party, the PC, even though it's like PCI, but you just kind of cram all the letters together. Or you can restore the historic compromise, which is essentially the left and the Christian Democrats ruling together, and then which is essentially the historical, like late Cold War Italian situation. Or you can appease Catholics, and that's that's a meme. It's basically just a meme. So hundreds arrived in Sicily. So hundreds of Libyan and Tunisian refugees have arrived in Sicily in the past week, with an unprecedented amount of boats crossing the treacherous waters for safer lands. Some within our government have condemned President Napolitano, who is our president, and well, used to be in real life as well. What do we want to research? Do we have any resources? Resource gain efficiency. Do we have any resources? We do. Do we want to invest our precious research into that? Probably not. Probably not. So, some within our government have condemned President Napolitano for allowing these terrorists in Italy, but most of the cabinet and Congress agree that we should be helping those who have escaped such a violent and manipulative military regime, which is the Libyan Gaddafi clique, national Bolsheviks. Sicilian residents seem to have met refugees with open arms, letting them into their homes and apparently getting them to work straight away on farms and collectives. For now, the situation is calm. I can tell that is an unrealistic depiction of Sicily. Yeah, Sicily is an interesting place. Yeah, because it was about a united Germany. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The only African explosion you want to see is the Middle Africa explosion. Yeah, the Middle Africa explosion is pretty awesome. I mean, Africa in this one is relatively exploded. There's this meme, the Central African Empire, which is a thing that a guy tried to make, a guy called Bokassa the First, and this guy is his son, I think, something like that. I don't know, there's a whole backstory, of course, about him that I do not know. And for some reason, is this supposed to be the... This is like a historical Biafra, right? Like this part. It's just the part of Nigeria that tried to secede, and for some reason that's part of Benin. Yeah, it's just Africa's sometimes weird. West African Union is a nationalist. You know, they're doing their own thing. And then, you know, there's just a slight amount more of leftism all over. So there's Somalia that's still around, and Ethiopia is under the Communist Party, although the leader is the same. One thing that I like is that the leaders are mostly all the same, except their parties are called Communist Party. Like, for example, this guy is the president of Ethiopia in real life. You know, Napolitano was president of Italy, although the president in Italy is not exactly a leader. Like, he's kind of more of a figurehead. Anyway, Chief of Staff briefing. So, President Napolitano's Chief of Staff. Of course, because we are under the rule of the evil PC or PCI, the president seems to be more important. And what's kind of funny is that they took the picture, and so you can see that there's like the European flag behind it, even though the European flag over here is slightly different. Anyway, President Napolitano's Chief of Staff has just briefed the head of state on the current refugee situation. In the past 2 weeks and a half, almost 2,000 Libyans have crossed the Mediterranean into the region of Sicily. How many people are in Sicily? 5 million. Oh no, this is such a crisis. We're gonna freak out. While initial reports from previous weeks suggested that the residents have met refugees with open arms, the population is beginning to turn against them due to an unprecedented influx. Unlike the less than 500 who arrived before, these thousands are creating heavy strains within our close communities and are pushing Italians apart. And it seems that the president is now unsure that this is truly going to become a problem in the future. Oh no! There's 5 million people. 1,000 arrived. What shall we ever do? And yeah, like the story of the, you know, nationalist, you know, GDR anthem is kind of interesting, because again, like they kind of sidelined it and again just, you know, played it without singing the lyrics because it was about a united Germany. It's kind of like, oh my god. Anyway, boat sinks. Well, what could we do? Malta. Wait, what? I'd forgotten about this. It's so funny because Malta's Nazi in this one, so it's just kind of like, yeah, sure. Thousands of refugees arrive. Across Italy's extensive coasts, thousands of Libyan refugees have crossed into our lands. With little baggage, they have made their way across terribly dangerous seas that have claimed the lives of many innocents just 2 days ago. But as more arrive from coast to coast, the sentiment of our people is beginning to sour. Gone now is the Italian people's outstretched arms, hoping to integrate refugees into an inviting, prosperous society. Now they see an influx of people unwilling to adapt to our way of life, with only a few exceptions seen in the first Sicilian arrivals. When will they stop? Well, maybe when, you know, Libya stops exploding. Anyway, yeah, British Prime Minister assassinated. RIP. So now we will get, you know, a little bit of everything, you know, more manpower everywhere because, you know, we're redistributing them all over. Refugees. Anyway, should we fill up our cabinet? Intelligence, 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 intelligence. What I'm looking for is more political power. Do we want 0.10? How much would he take to repay himself? Well, daily 0.10 equals 10 days to get 1 equals 1,500 days. So 5 years to get him back. It's not worth it. Might as well just do something better later. Okay, so. Oh, no unique companies. That's sad. So now it's time to get more mobilization for our economy. Auferstanden aus Ruinen or something. I can't German. Clashes in Milan. Oh no. So it's nationalists fighting it out. And wait, what? Da-da-da. Apparently the manpower in Emilia-Romagna increases rather than in Lombardia, despite the fact that it was in Lombardia that things were happening. So, refugee crisis, about to happen. Convene the council. You know, what is this gonna be? Yeah, okay, you just need a whole bunch of things. Okay, so I'll just actually use this moment of, like, derp to let you see, oh, report leaked. A confidential government report from the Ministry of Border Security. There's a Ministry of Border Security, that's hilarious. That's, is that a, I think that's, yeah, it must be a Papers, Please reference or something. Has been leaked to the public by an unknown staffer just a few hours ago. Document indicates that tens of thousands of refugees will arrive in Italy soon, in particular hitting Sicily the hardest. With the ministry in crisis, searching for its culprit, and the president embarrassed by the fact that he may be very well facing a crisis from across the Mediterranean, the Italian people are becoming less welcoming of the refugees' plight. Evident in Milan's clashes just over a few days ago, the entire country will soon be involved in riots that we haven't seen since the 1980s. Who caused this? I don't know. Anyway. So I'll actually show you, yeah, normal processed in southern Italy. That gets rid of seamless society. Oh, dicks. That's a good modifier. Anyway, freedom of demonstration has not been a foundation of Italy's constitution, but the police still have been unable to counter this absolutely unprecedented number of civilians. Inexperienced riot police and a weak military are facing one of their toughest domestic crackdowns in modern history, and President Napolitano has already expressed his deep disappointment with the current situation. No, get rid of them. So, actually, send in the commandos, because, you know, unrest in the south, we better send in the army. Just kind of derping. So, again, can I have the time to show what things are? So this is the path that gives you to democracy. You can either, again, have a solidarity thing where it's like, blah, 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 everyone does everything like this, and you're just like socialistic, kind of, social democratic. And then you can have just full power to Christian democracy, who are the liberals, and that gives you more economic things. And you can restore the Italian Republic down here. Restore the Italian Republic, make an Italian Federation or an Italian Confederation, or the Merchant Republic plan, which is just hilariously meme-ish. With the party reaffirming its rule, you can either reclaim the Soviet order or form the EU with Eurocommunism at the charge and be strong together. Or, yeah, again, if you reaffirm the Soviet order, you're just supporting people who like the Soviet Union. And you can just get yourself to be better. And you can ally with the mafia, yes, of course. And then with the Catholic path, it's a meme, because you can either go down and say enforce papal rule, and that leads you to either just the Pope, you know, just makes everything popish. Then there's another Pope that makes everything more ridiculous, because you can call a crusade on everyone. Just like, what the hell? But it's hilarious. It's hilarious that there's even the option to do that. Or you can have Pope Francis and be a revolutionary Pope, which is also pretty hilarious. Or you can enforce military rule and restore fascism, or make a like constitutional monarchy. So restore the Savoyards, or betray the Savoyards and, you know, turn on them, and then you become fascist again or something. Road to Paris. Wait, the original Napoleonic Empire was French. Oh, so you're kind of like a Bonapartist. That's hilarious. Perhaps Sweden will be the fourth member of our revised continental system. Are you fucking kidding me? That's hilarious. Or, yeah, you know, just have an absolute monarchy. Okay, yeah, whatever. Direct rule from Pope when? Ah, sei siciliano. Oh, this is a good song. If not Pradaja, it's a boy. Anyway. We shall build a wall, and Libyans are going to pay for it. See, the problem is, like, what are you building a wall with? You know, okay, maybe it would be a good idea to build a wall either here or here, okay? Just keep everything that's south of this out. Independence for the north. Just kidding. Anyway. The conservative isolationist faction of the Italian Communist Party attempted to meet secretly today, avoiding the president, the cabinet, and the other staffers. That sounds evil. The group of about 30 politicians, however, were unable to cover their tracks and were discovered by the president's chief of staff, meeting in a secluded corner of the country. Unfortunately for them, they were arrested and taken directly to Napolitano to deliver their resignations in the face of fierce backlash from the liberal faction. The latter is pushing for Italy to allow more Libyan and Tunisian refugees in, and has so far convinced the president that this is the best course of action. Obviously, the conservative faction has been severely weakened by their treachery. Of course, Ethiopia requests aid, and this is a scene from the world-famous boxing ring that is the Italian parliament. It's not as much of a, circus as the Ukrainian one, which is probably the best parliament of them all. It's so funny. If you have the opportunity, just like look up Ukrainian parliament fights or something like that. I mean, it's probably not even going to be hard because you just look up Ukrainian parliament and it's going to automatically, just tell you fight. And yeah, the Ukrainian parliament is just an interesting place. Okay, let's just say that. Hundreds arrive in Sardinia. No. Yeah, actually, one thing that we need to do, I feel like... Okay, right. Actually, because these are... do we want more mountaineers? I think we want more mountaineers, but we're going to have to change this horrible template. Holy shit. So bad. Motorized infantry... Wait a second. So, motorized is mechanized. What? Mechanized doesn't exist? That's weird as hell. Because I'm producing armored personnel carrier and apparently that's motorized infantry. That's... Eesh. At least main battle tank seems to be main battle tank. Right? Okay, good. Although, oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. Main battle tank is actually heavy tank. Crap. Well, it does have maximum speed. Okay, never mind. These have more maximum speed, but it's so much maximum speed that you don't even need it. So yeah, just keep main battle tank. Okay, that's fine. At least main battle tank is pretty okay. So we're actually gonna have to delete our mechanized brigade and just change around our armor brigade to have motorized. And to do that, we need experience. So please, yeah, please just do this. Anyway, the Communist Party declares crisis. Restore the Roman Empire. Hello, Matter. How's life? While public outcry has continuously pushed for the president and his cabinet to declare a crisis in the Mediterranean and across Italy, with thousands of refugees approaching every fortnight, until now, however, the administration has been reluctant, with the European Union stating that each time a significant event occurred on our streets, that these refugees must be permitted to stay in Italy no matter the cost. Instead of following the EU's orders, President Napolitano and high-profile figures of the Italian Communist Party hosted a press conference this morning with the intent of delivering an important statement to the national media. In this statement, the party unanimously declared the current situation a crisis. Now, cabinet must truly form a proper solution to the crisis, and the ball is in the President Napolitano's court to make some tough decisions in the coming days, weeks, and months. I love, by the way, the Photoshop of the European red flag on, that. And yeah, of course. So now we do get the refugee crisis. So the Libyan and Tunisian refugee crisis is crossing over the Mediterranean into Italy's borders. It is time that we recognize that a solution must be announced as soon as possible. Also, what the hell just happened in the USA? The influence of Boston. Is that... that's social democracy. Which one is Bernie Sanders? Because it's hilarious. Wait, no. Hold on. No, this is the influence of Boston, not the Boston Constitution. Okay, yeah, right. The Boston Constitution is if Bernie is around. Okay, that's actually hilarious. Because Bernie Sanders is actually pretty funny in this mod. Anyway, refugee crisis. The president's address. Congress is prepared. The people are glued to their televisions. President Napolitano speaking. He's not that good of a speaker. So do we need chromium only for the aircraft carriers? Yeah. Also oil, we only need that for the aircraft carriers. Ah, well. We still need aircraft carriers. So, yeah. Because I think pretty much any path that you guys... So if Italy goes back, fascist, who leads it? Alessandra Mussolini. Probably. Well, here it says Luca Romagnoli. And he's a kind of a meme man. I don't really know too much about him. Like he's right. He's the one from Tricolor Flame. Yeah, man, he's kind of a derp. You know, it would be funnier if it was Alessandra Mussolini because, you know, yeah. Also because she is a whore. Capacipo. I have no idea what I'll go and focus because that's up to you. And no, Poland does not have a focus tree in Red World. Right now, the dev is working on America. He has made the American People's Commonwealth focus tree, and the UAPR, which is the Union of American People's Republics, is coming. Okay, protected networks. Okay, so now we've got, wow, all our research finished at the same time. That's glorious. Planned economy. A new meaning for it. So yeah, let's just everything like this. And now that's too late. Right. We want a naval bomber. Naval UAVs. We can actually spy on the fleets of our allies. Because, oh, Ethiopia joins the Warsaw Pact. Okay. Looks like Ethiopia's going down the Warsaw Pact tree. New national literacy program. Yeah, follow the path. Reaffirm ties to the Soviets. Work with Somalia. Ha! That's a funny joke. Ethiopia works with Somalia. Anyway, this is the decision. And the Conservatives win a snap election in the UK. Okay, that's good for you. Government of strength. So that's the ultra-conservative that you get out here. Is that something that leads to a military regime? No, the Christian Britain. It can, though, however, lead to the most hilarious path ever, which is the Phoenix Front. Okay, so the president's address. It is time, guys. Congress has convened in Rome for a major speech from the president himself. Cutting his vacation in Tuscany short, the head of state is expected to address the recently declared refugee crisis with a range of options put forward to him by cabinet and certain state-sponsored lobbyists. As all members of Congress are seated and the chairman of the Senate has ordered quiet in the chamber, haha, funny, that's almost never happening, there is only one question on everyone's mind: what will the president say next? So either we must restore the historic compromise, the party must be strengthened, or stronger religious conviction is what we need. What should we go? The choice is up. They should make one for Greece. Actually, I'm just going to make a straw poll. Right. Just gonna make a straw poll so that you guys can vote. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I will not allow multiple answers. So here we are. Created poll. A title is required. Fuck you. Right. Okay. I'll just post this in the chat. Yeah, there is a House of Savoy. They should make one for Greece and Yugoslavia for at least splicing up. That Photoshop is perfect. Yeah, look at that. Not even a single smudge. Well, I mean, okay, there's more than a few, but Yeah, like you try photoshopping a European flag there to get them, friend. Retarded. Yeah, essentially, just in case you do not know what the choice is, either appease the Catholics and go down just absurdity, possible absurdity, reaffirm the party rule and be mostly boring, except like if you guys choose to reaffirm the party rule, I will go with the Euro-communism to unite the European Union against the evil Soviets and make the huge state great again, or restore the historic compromise to make the Italian Republic great again, or to make the Italian welfare state great again and have a new international. Yeah, man, perfect photoshops. Let's see, are the votes coming in already? Results. So far, party's actually winning. Wow. Okay. I was not expecting that. I was honestly expecting more of a meme to happen. Sozialistische Weltrepublik. Anyone else got a vote? Because if no one else got a vote, then we're gonna go down here. The party above all, you know? Yeah, that's not a result I expected. Honestly. That is not what I expected. Oh, hey. You're at work. You probably should not be watching me then. By the way, since you're from Twitch, is the stream working in Twitch? Because I've not been checking the Twitch stream. And it says, like, content not available, so I have no idea if it's working. Like, okay, so the thing says it's unstable, but the bitrate seems to be holding on, so it should be working. Of course I have plans for the Balkans. I'll take over the Balkans. The Balkans belong to Italy. One more vote for religion, but it's still gonna be a 5-4-3. I'm just gonna give it like an extra minute. I'll play. I know. I'll play an ad. I could play an ad. Yeah, you're not that memey, man. I didn't expect a guy with a Pepe the Frog to not be that memey. Like, seriously, you guys almost seem like responsible people. It's like, what the fuck? Like, how dare you try to, you know, continue the stability and security of this Italian union. Lul. Yeah, okay, so this is domestic policy. That's crack down on nationalism. These fascists will be quickly crushed. Get Southerners working again. Those lazy Southerners need more incentives to work. Or perhaps we could be a bit firmer in our words. That's so funny. A proud Italian army. Promote corruption culture. Love it. Rara Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. I'm not sure, you can try. You can try to vote twice. See, it's like, it's not important like how many votes are cast. It's, you know, who counts the votes. And in that case, it's me. That's why I said it's only half democracy. So we are actually equal right now on party and religion. Again, I'll give it like about half more minutes. So historical compromise, it's out of the vote entirely. So no more DC. Thank you very much, Christian Democrats. You're out. Then the only two options that are left are the party and the Pope. But yeah, you can vote twice. I'll just like frantically reload everything. In the meantime, we're just gonna enjoy Rara Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen.
speech we men would desire. Rasputin.
So it says actually that there's IP duplication checking, so probably you cannot vote twice. And actually the party is gonna win. We've got 7 votes. Bella Ciao ear rape win. Well, you just heard there was just a couple. I don't think you were here because I just saw you. You just joined, right? Oh no, right, you were there before. There was actually the Bella Ciao in Russian, or rather, sung by Russians and Italian, which is hilarious. There's an equivalent of a gulag in Italy. Well, I mean, the Nazis tried. They built like 2 or 3 concentration camps. And we do say just gulag to say gulag. So, yeah. And I'll just pull it up very quickly. Hold on. Browser. So I'll just pull up very quickly. Oh no, that's not what is not what was intended. I am sorry. Should be this one. So you can all see that the party won by 1. 1. And no, Germany does not have a tree yet. Even though Germany actually seems like, oh my god, why are there ads in my like OBS representation of what my thing looks like, except I have ad block on. Recapitalism. Anyway, so we are gonna go for the party. The party must be strengthened. And reaffirm party rule. Yes. And you know what this means? This means attacking people. This means attacking people. So once we get some political power more, there's nothing like gulags in Italy. Considering Italy's communist, is Bandiera Rossa the national anthem? I don't know, actually. I don't think the lore is that developed. But yeah, right, actually by, should we want hot? Yeah, I think we should want hot acclimatization first, actually. So, probably in Sicily you get more hot acclimatization. I actually don't have hot acclimatization. Oh, for example, you in Taranto, which is a really hot place. Or in Sicily, which is even more hot, even though it does not say that it's hot. You know, where the hell is the acclimatization thing? I don't see it. So we're gonna put everyone in the southern beach, which is the, like, okay, humanity for all or ban refugees. I think we're gonna do humanity for all. I don't know. Should we ban them? Shout out to Crossout. Avanti popolo alla riscossa. Bandiera rossa. This gives us open seas campaign and party unity. This gives us humanity for all, assimilation, and working refugees. I mean, honestly, this is better. I feel like this is just straight up better. It's like, oh no, minus 2.5% stability. What shall we do? It's like, yeah, then you just put them to work and, you know. Some more consumer goods factories, but factory output is strong. And these are not mutually exclusive, so I guess we're taking them. The party must be strong. So, will this give us more hot acclimatization? Cold, hot. Cold acclimatization gained when blizzards snowing extremely cold. Hot acclimatization gained when very hot, extremely hot. Can you have both? Because, you know, if I right now went to, like, you know, Valle d'Aosta or whatever, where it's very cold because there's blizzard. You know, I'm gonna get more cold acclimatization. Actually, very quickly gaining cold acclimatization. Look at that. They're just being very, very quick at gaining cold acclimatization. Am I losing much when it comes to equipment due to this? Damn, we're actually losing quite a bit, yeah. It's okay. It's worth it. Islamic State of Libya is dead. You know, like the guys that gained hot acclimatization earlier, are they gaining just cold acclimatization entirely? Yep. That's very unfortunate because the first fights that we're going to have is with people who are in hot countries. So I'd rather have hot acclimatization. Yes, of course my poll is still up. Like, you know, it's like I don't care anymore. You can just avoid it. And why are people getting banned from my chat? Oh, well, okay, no, never mind. That was not banned. That was ban refugees. Yes, when I chose, the party was ahead, and it was ahead by 1, and I said, I'm going to have 1 more minute for all of this to, you know, come through, and the 1 minute passed. Anyway, also, I did say that it was not a democratic choice. Wait, what? Oh boy. I see that the guy's been working on Yugoslavian states. Oh boy, I can see, yeah, I can see why he would be doing that. I think, what is that Serbian flag? Jesus Christ, that is such a cancer. See, anyway, wait, who's winning down here? So we have the National Salvation Government, the Islamic State of North Africa, who is a puppet of the Islam. Oh, the Islamic State of Libya is winning. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to get rid of this nasty regime some way or another. Aircraft carrier, naval UAV. Yes. And produce less motorized. Thank you. Because we need planes for our aircraft carriers. Speaking of our aircraft carriers, I think we should start actually trading for some extra oil with the Soviet Union. Oh, the Indian Union. So we have Sitaram Yechuru trying to revolt against the left front of Artendu Busan Bardan. And the India tree is just like, it's lagging just to open it up. That's all that you need to know. Look at this. Just look at this. This is how wide it is. And this is how deep it is. Did this say Chinese traders? That's hilarious. I love it when people just say Chinese traders or something like that. I don't see it. Anyway, most of these actually have like this, you know, because there's so many focuses you cannot just possibly make icons for all of them. Working Yugoslavia will be funny. No, I'm not cheating. This is not a democracy, I said. Wait, the poll is still on screen. Oh, well, right. Never mind. I'd forgotten about that. Okay, well, now you can see. Okay, that's why you guys were saying that. So, yeah, actually, religion won out in the end by 2 votes. But, hey, I said, 1, it's not a democracy. 2, it's, you know, I did say 1 minute. You have 1 minute. If you're over the... Oh, God, there's so many states rising up. So, Mizoram, Khalistan, and, you know, Kashmir, and India and the Indian Union are declaring war on them. So Mizoram should be down. Wait, no, Mizoram is not Mizore. It's Mizoram. It's the Burmese, right? Not the Burmese. The Shan. No, the Shan are here. You know, the Taungu or whatever these people are. And what's funny is that they're tiny. And he went through the work of making this state, which is like, wow. Khalistan, nationalist, Kashmir, moderate socialist. You know, I wonder if Pakistan gets an event to annex Kashmir, you know? Make Pakistan great again. Humanity for all speech. In no way can the Italian people and this government stand by and watch as thousands flee a besieged nation, only to die at the hands of a vicious sea. Assimilation. Refugees from Tunisia, blah, blah, blah. Assimilating our way of life. All of that. Only to die at the hands of a vicious sea. These refugees must be given a warm home with the same welcome that us Italians have given many in the past. Or rather, have been given by many in the past. Because, you know, Italians migrated to the United States, to Brazil, to Argentina. There's a pretty good book about it all. But unless you read Italian, you know, it's not really relevant because, you know, It's in Italian. Humanity cannot be reserved for the privileged, the deeply religious, or the most pure of heart, as humanity is something that is every single person, or that every single person on this planet holds dear. It is all that they have when everything else has been swept away by conflict and oppression. That is the Italian way, and that is the socialist way. Great closing lines, Mr. President. And what's funny is that it's showing the right wing applauding, but whatever. Anyway, so this is the end of the Minutes of War, kind of. Yeah, actually. Despite the two... Wait, what? You're the same guy. Sanders appointed to the committee. Oh boy. Yeah, you two are the same thing. Except you're different. This is still kind of buggy. Actually, should I... I mean, no. Honestly, I should not. No. I was thinking of, like, tag switching to Libya and consul annexing this, but whatever. Let's just keep it as it is. Anyway, so now these evil Islamists, you know, are threatening the stability and security of the Italian Union, and they're sending terrorists against us. We welcome the refugees, but there's also terrorists in it, so we must deal with this crisis. Anyway. Wow, rain. Rain! Does that acclimatize to anything? No. Anyway. So again, what I want is for all of this to be more... And actually, I cannot even keep up the infantry equipment, so... I should probably stop this. Can you name one division the Conquerors of Monte Cassino? Yes, of course I can. A superpowered by 2020. Remove what? What the hell is this song? Stalin our father. Zaraniem Sovietsky Soyuz. Wait, oh, you guys are in Rome. Okay. Anyway, so let's make Invader. No need. Assam declared war on Mizoram. They're like the entire continent of India away, but whatever. Sovietsky Soyuz. This is, you know, kind of a song and a half. Anyway, so, any of our ships actually completed? No, which is sad. Wait, destroyers need chromium too. That's sad. And William and Kate marry. And everyone loves royal weddings now, do they? Sovietsky Soyuz. This song is like, what the hell? So what we're gonna do is, once we've got a navy, which I hope will happen soon. Wait, are we in the... We are in the Warsaw Pact, right? Yeah, we are. But I'm not gonna call in the Warsaw Pact. They're pretty incompetent. And, well, they're also clearly Southern Party. Like, they took most of their votes, the vast majority, from the South. So despite the fact that they say, of course, you know, we're a national party, which, I mean, to be fair, they did get a lot of votes in the North as well. But, yeah, like, if you look at the electoral map where they won, it's everything south of here. And thanks to whatever that was. I think there was someone following me on Twitch. Something like that. Sovietsky Soyuz. Yeah, thanks KM and KS. Turn that shit up. Turn that glorious Soviet music up. Stalin, our father. Okay, I will. Oh well, okay. From one ridiculous Soviet song to a funny and good one. This one is better. As much as that one was actually a good song, like as much as it's fucking insane, because Stalin, our father, you know, the glorious Rus, the glorious Sovietsky Soyuz. You know, it's like this one's pretty okay. Okay, now you Alpini are ready. One other thing that I need to do is build a transport plane so that I can paradrop my paratroopers. Because paratroopers are good. Well, maybe not, but... Okay, modern construction tools, modern industrial robots. Yes, okay. So now from this one, we go ahead and actually get some infantry equipment bonus. Oh, too early. Damn, our research is actually fairly good. So, recon and a maintenance company. Because there's a lot of equipment in our army. And this brigade is just like such... this is so annoying because it could be good, but it's not. It's the worst thing ever. Anyway, so what we need to do is... damn cavalry in our thing. What we need to do is we need to find a way to get to Libya. Actually, one good way to do that would be to take over Tunisia, who have no units. It's like, yes, the Arab Republic of Tunisia is a threat to our stability, you know? So this way, instead of having a costly naval invasion that's opposed by enemy forces, we're just gonna invade Tunisia, who have right now 0 divisions, maybe soon more. And I would really love a timer for this, but it seems like it's bugged. Country list. Oh, here's my aircraft carrier. Yeah, CV-1 Aren Aquila. Yes, it's an eagle. And yes, some nav bombers. Thank you very much. We're gonna go to no. 50. Because, you know, limit is 45. Might as well put 50 because it's not that big of a penalty. Oh god, the chat. What is gonna be happening there? Well, yeah, okay, of course, like, you know, they went in Southern Italy because their opponent, you know, is the Northern League. Even though it's not Northern anymore, they say, blah, blah, blah. You should liberate all rightful Italian clay in Austria and Yugoslavia. Now, man, that sounds like nationalist talk, okay? Well, I mean, I wonder if we could demand South Tyrol from the Germany. But still, anyway, this sounds like evil nationalist talk. The true mission of the Italian people is to stabilize the glorious Western European, you know, socialist order and unite the European Union against all of those who would want to destroy our way of life or whatever. So now we have an aircraft carrier, and we have, yes, we have admirals. Of course, admirals right now are, well, they're kind of bugged. But we do have a aircraft carrier guy, Giuseppe De Giorgi. Giuseppe De Giorgi. Put them to work. We can put the refugees to work. And afterwards, we're gonna get domestic or foreign policy. Probably foreign policy. European communism, negotiate with Western Europe, showcase multiculturalism, negotiate with the whoa, that's a lot of factories for the Balkans. Balkan trade initiatives, form the Western Coalition, EU investment, United Europe propaganda. That's not menacing at all. Purge skeptics, I love this. Assassinate European president. Kill him now, okay? That's pretty funny. An Italian president. I love it. See, this takes actually so long, but it's so great. Or we could take the domestic policy. And if we took the domestic policy... Oh, this one would be pretty good. Sudden nationalization of factories. Extremely limited privatization in the south. We're going to get all those factories working again for the glory of Italy. Showcase economic superiority. That's not bad. So yeah, let's take first domestic policy. Giorgio Napolitano should be focusing on domestic policy at the moment. And we're going to get nationalization of the south. Afterwards, I mean, factory output plus 10% is not bad. Not bad one bit. But since these are gonna take so long to do, we probably should get started on foreign policy as soon as possible. Prima divisione motorizzata, there we go. And now that we have an aircraft carrier, we can actually scout Tunisia. Hello, I am an aircraft carrier. I am totally not an aggressive, you know, imperialist. But oh well. That's something. Italian Red Army, yes. Wonder if it's called the Italian Red Army. Well, I mean, I'll call it the Union Army, okay? Let's have a compromise. The Union Army. Or Armata dell'Unione. No, not dell'Unione. Dell'Unione. Okay, new fighters. Thank you. We don't need them to go on ships. What we do need is naval doctrines, because base strike is based. AWC2 just putting on the burns. Yes, we will bring the correct version of communism into Tunisia, because clearly these are revisionists. Ahmad ibn Ishaq. I mean, he's pretty fucking good, but he is clearly a revisionist, you know? It's not how communism works, man. We will show them real communism as made by a fucking 80-year-old Italian man. Oh, also we could take down Spain, but it's gonna take a while to amass enough resources, I think, to destroy Spain. Because Spain is probably not that weak. I have a faint memory of something bad happening with Spain enemy. Like me trying to invade Spain and some Hearts of Iron 4 playthrough, and it went absolutely shittily. But oh well. Christian Britain. Christian Britain. Well, I have the Pope in my country, and I say that you're not Christian. Of course, they're Anglican. And oh, the Indian Union. The Red Indians rise. So we have Khalistan and Kashmir trying to save themselves. But, you know, it's not about to go down well for them. Actually, Khalistan seems to be at war with Kashmir, but then they went with a white peace, maybe. And the Pakistans did not try to take over here, which is, well, kind of sad. And that's an awesome flag for Pakistan, although it's ridiculous. And there's actually a new faction rising up here. It's a national Bolshevik, Nagalim, and Assam, and Zogam. Oh god, this is getting so confusing. There's so many crazy people just fighting for supremacy. And what's funny is the Indian Union has not declared war on Assam. So they're kind of safe right now, just to fight each other. You know, kind of like flies derping against each other while there's like fucking massive India right over there. Okay, so we have the assimilation. We can also convene... the High Defense Council, which is only 14 days. We'll see what that does, actually. No, I'm not going calf ball because democracy decided not to. We are forming instead the USSR. We are going down this path, and we're going to go down foreign policy and then make Europe great again. Yes, glorious. Oh, we have more factories, right, because of all of that. I guess we need infantry equipment, which is embarrassing, but oh well. And wouldn't mind more main battle tanks, actually. However, I just don't have the fucking army experience to use any of this. So, yeah, 2 into you. Don't worry, soon enough we'll have the experience to use everything. And actually, we have anti-tank equipment that we need somewhere. Might not be a bad thing, because probably everyone else also uses tanks. If we use tanks, other people can use them too. High Defense Council is convenient. What's funny is that the people here are part of the European foreign policy. Well, okay, this one is the current Prime Minister. This one is the essentially the Foreign Minister of the EU, although that doesn't exist. And yeah, the High Council of Defense is an Italian institution of constitutional importance which controls the Italian armed forces. One of the many institutions still carried over from the former Italian Republic. This council members include the President, the Communist Party Chairman, the Secretary for Defense, and the Foreign Affairs Secretary, among others. In the last year, Rep Kashmir, Eurocommunism. In the last year, the council hasn't been convened once due to the unprecedented peace in Europe and in the world. Now, however, Giorgio Napolitano has called for all members in Rome for a new meeting, one that may change the course of the Italian military history forever. Welcome. And it doesn't look like it actually did anything, so that's sad. So the idea is either dissolve the High Council or enforce the Old Guard, which is better because you get military factories for free. Well, I mean, not really better because here you actually get an extra research slot, which is never bad, but still. Anyway, the European communism we're doing, the Soviet order and the Warsaw Pact are both dying. Communism must be readjusted to be based in the heart of Europe. Yes, clearly that's Italy. Yeah, the ESSR. The EUSSR. Campbell is the best. Fuera protestantas. I mean, Campbell is probably the best, but can't do it. Can't do it. Sorry. Priamurskich Partizan. So we're gonna go for, I mean, mobile warfare. With tanks being so strong in this, probably the best option. Also weapons. We are getting an air force. Yes, glorious. Oh, well. Partizanskie atradi. Yeah, okay. So 300 fighters, the Primo Stormo, the first... whoa, what is that icon? That's a parachute. Why are my fighters parachutes? I have no idea. We're gonna, like, yeah, just do this. One of them protects here. Is this still like in Millennium Dawn where it's just, oh goodness, the reliability of planes is so bad that planes just die from accidents all over? It's possible. It's possible. Anyway. New mechanized divisions. So, what I want to do is, since you still have no units, thank you, by the way, for that, because if you did have units, it would make things a little bit harder for me. Wait a second. Okay, we do have naval invasion tech now, do we? I'm always scared of this. Yes, we do. Okay. And why are you doing... This is a naval invasion. Why are you going through land? Oh, well. Anyway. The first and second Alpine divisions. We'll go for Bizerte. And I'll just have like a parachutist do his own thing. You're also, that is the reason why you're also going to deploy some transport planes. transport planes will mean... Oh, never mind. Ah! Are you fucking for real? Piece of shit. It crashed because I deployed a paratrooper. Crap. Ah, well. Time to reload back in. I guess we're not using paratroopers. Yes, yes. Well, I mean, they don't really keep they don't keep all of their military fear as a secret because it's like, with the way it works, it's kind of like the study of it kind of necessarily, maybe not necessarily, but mostly leads to the same conclusions for everyone, right? Yeah, the mod at its finest. It's actually not the mod. It's just Hearts of Iron. It's, I believe, a leftover from Millennium Dawn. Yeah, we're gonna have to replay like a month, maybe. It's actually a leftover from Millennium Dawn, I believe, that the paratroopers crashed the game. I do remember that being a thing. I like how there is, not sure if it's showing up right now, but there's a fake quote from Angela Merkel. And it's about how Eastern Germany is great. Deutschland. Anyway, I'll like stream for maybe half an hour more, maybe a little bit more. Okay, is everything rolling? Let me see. The paratrooper dropped on our Hearts of Iron 4. And I agree with Marco Polo here. The correct Italian way to respond to this is Porco Dio, which means God is a pig. And yeah, okay, so it is working. And yeah, just continue. Last save date, it's like 3 days before. Luckily, I was pretty close to the beginning of the month, so it actually did not derp me. And yeah, well, I mean, guess this solves the paratrooper problem. Never really liked paratroopers anyway. Ah, fucking hell. Anyway, it's actually not playing any music. Oh, because it did not save that the volume was not at 0%. Oh, this is like a piano anthem of the Soviet Union. You hear the people sing, I don't like that. Italian anthem, sure. Whatever. Inno di Mameli, as they call it. Yeah, you're Folgore. You're a bunch of fucking fascists who crashed the game. So no. Parachute Brigade. What? Alright, because... Nope. Remove it, because it crashes the game. Also, no more transport planes because nope. And there we go. So we're fine. All right, now we're fine, and what we're just gonna do is one naval invasion to Tunis, one naval invasion to Bizerte, and that's it. Because it's only one. No, it's not only one state, but you know, it's the only places with actual like ports. So that's the only thing we can invade. Marco Polo might be Italiano if he knows Porco Dio. He knows what it is. And yeah, these photoshoppings are fucking great. Having the modern day PC anywhere in power would be hell on earth. Well, you're telling me, an Italian, I know what the PC is like. Well, technically no. I mean, when I was born, it was already dead. Yeah, the PC is an interesting beast. Repassam. So I guess the Indian Union is cleaning up everything. Nagalim, though, you have not declared war on that yet. President endorses Eurocommunism. At a recent meeting of diplomats and ambassadors to various nations around the world, Giorgio Napolitano made a shocking foreign policy diversion. Instead of endorsing the Soviet order and the Warsaw Pact, as it is common for the head of state to do at every conference of this magnitude, he stated that a new socialist axis should be created in the heart of Europe. These statements, seen as direct endorsements of the Eurocommunism movement, were met with outrage from the Soviet leadership and many other governments throughout the Warsaw Pact. However, some other heads of government were intrigued by the comments, indicating that they could perhaps follow President Napolitano in his new path for an anti-Soviet communist supremacy on the continent. Just very quickly, what was your... I mean, all these are the same. Let's give the Balkans a few more factories. Only time will tell if Moscow decides to retaliate with force against the rebellious ally. So essentially, Eurocommunism IRL, very quick, okay, war economy, thank you, that's what I wanted. Very, very quick primer. IRL, Eurocommunism, is essentially the European Communist parties, at least what they call themselves, who were essentially subordinate to the, you know, to the Soviet. Well, it depends on who you ask. Some people say we were subordinate to the Soviet intelligence. Some people say that they were just subordinate to the Soviet government. They did, of course, have relationships with Moscow throughout the Cold War. So especially important were in this the French Communist Party and the Italian Communist Party, who were kind of like the more... well, there was also the Communist Party of Great Britain. But the most strong ones were the Italian and the French ones. And what ends up happening... Oh, Nigel Farage, oh god. What ends up happening is... let's actually see. You have a division? No, you don't. Good. So you're pretty much boned. And yeah, I'll just have you get naval superiority. Established. There we go. Declare war. And yeah, essentially to break out of the Warsaw Pact sort of stain, I guess, because you know they could only technically do what the Warsaw Pact directives said that they were. So they're essentially proxies of the Soviet Union. To go against it and to have, you know, their own place in Western European politics, they essentially started this whole Eurocommunism movement, which is essentially communist parties as social democracy. And wait, it auto-called in allies, even though I didn't want to do that. That's a problem, because that means that the Warsaw Pact is going to send in all of the fucking things. The Warsaw Pact is just going to send in all their troops, and, you know. The only thing that I need, though, is to capture these two states, Gabes and Tatooine. Okay. And, you know, just move. There we go. So, no need for any of this anymore. Just take everything until they capitulate. Hopefully, that's going to give us 100% war participation, and we can just take them over. Okay. Balkan trade initiatives. Of course, first thing that we're gonna do is with the Balkans. Do we want anything else? Yeah, probably some more motorized. Thank you. Eurocommunism, yes. Ah, parli un po'. È strano che non italiani dicano porco dio, però vabbè, succede. Experience is the best teacher. Base strike, care primacy. So that's essentially what Eurocommunism is, and it's kind of a cancer. But it's okay. We're gonna make it great. Hello, France. We're gonna take all states because, you know, they've got nothing. There's no reason to puppet them right now. We might puppet them, like release them later. And now we are bordering. I'm glad I didn't click on this like 1 second later, because... Okay, so this is in the foreign policy. Like, this is the generic tree, right? So there's, of course, 3 different things in America, right? So there is the Commonwealth, who are the revolutionaries. There is the Union, who is the pro-Soviet state. And then there's the Republic, which is essentially the remnant of the old United States and the nationalist one. And the Islamic State of North Africa is recognizing the American Republic. That's amazing. Anyway, so we should declare war on one of these people. Yeah, no difference on all these. 280 days for all of them. So it's time to bring order and stability to the North African regions. Can we just put everything in here? Oh, that's not a lot of infrastructure there, my friend. Wait, no, it is a lot of infrastructure. It's just not calculated it yet. Okay, right, 37. Damn, that's good infrastructure in Tunisia. Holy shit. Anyway, so we're gonna have everything here. Of course, like mountain brigades, not that useful for all of this, but oh well. Sono in live da 1 ora e 26 e andrò avanti per un'altra mezz'ora più o meno. Sends 1 million men and 300 tactical nukes. Io sono italiano. Yes, my glorious laughs of memes. No, go away. Go away, you... Poland. Poland, why? Poland. That's... You're taking attrition. You're Poland. You like being in the cold. And you like pierogi. Oh my god. Anyway, now at least we can get hot acclimatization, I think. Can we? Yes, hot acclimatization. Great. So we're gonna ready ourselves up for the battle in Libya. The sandbox, as Italians showcase multiculturalism. Yeah, we're gonna get Italian EU investment. As you know, a famous politician said, essentially after the Italians first colonized Libya, they're like, oh no, well, the other European powers are like taking over, you know, Egypt, you know, with the pyramids and the riches of Alexandria. Then there's France that takes Mali and Timbuktu and, you know, the great Western African civilizations. There's, you know, of course, the Dutch and the British in South Africa. There's Portugal, that's a tiny little shit and yet can also have big colonies. There's Belgium that genocides people, you know, all that kind of stuff. And then, you know, Germany has Qingdao in East Asia, and well, to be fair, Italians had Tianjin, but whatever. Anyway, Hong Kong, blah blah blah. Everyone's like having their greatest colonies, and Italians have Libya, and it's a sandbox. It's worthless. And then once the Italians leave Libya in the 1945, officially 1945, Italians are not anymore the colonial overlords of Libya. The colony is abolished. You know, in the 1950s they find oil. That's kind of the lul. Poland wants colony too, yes. Bruciate le chiese, Dio cane. Sì. Bruciamo tutte le chiese. Beh, c'è in una canzone.
Ok, odio levare Rara Rasputin, però in questa canzone, che sto per mettere, è una di queste qua. Dov'è? Che probabilmente già conosci, però vabbè. March of the Soviet Tank, is this glorious. Where is it? I need... The Red Army is the strongest. Where is it? There's a lot of Arabic music. Holy shit. A few internationals. Warszawianka. So it's T, right? Yeah, but it's not in... okay, there's a T there. Oh, no, okay, so... It's... The Red Flag Korean. No. Aw, damn, that's sad. I can't find it. This land is your land, blah, blah, blah. Days of Thunder, Might of the Soviet Union. Bella ciao, Red Army. Kazachuk, he was really wunderbar. Did someone tell them that wunderbar is not Russian? Still though, it's pretty great. Oh, the immortal revolutionary hymn of Kim Il-sung. What the fuck? Okay, Heroes of Stalingrad, the Red Army, Katyusha, Aeronautica Militare Italiana. Let's see if I can find it just by cycling through. Aufstand nach Surinen, the American International, the March of the Motherland. Oh, fuck! Okay, right, the Red Army is the strongest. In the final stanza of this song, they say we're gonna burn all the churches and the prisons. Just wanted to point that out. That's literally the only reason why I just brought this up. I'm not sure if actually in this oh, this actually probably is just the later version. In the later version, they replaced it with something else that was more appropriate. Quote-unquote appropriate. This is the Polish dream since the 1930s. Man, Poland. What a glorious country. Okay, aircraft carriers all ready to go. No need to do this anymore. Destroyers even have shore bombardment. They do have shore bombardment in this. That's good. Carriers do not have shore bombardment. But, I mean, probably condemned the USSR. Love it. Probably Libya does not have a navy. Nope. So, I'll just put my fleet on the border where we're gonna fight, and yeah. Can the Warsaw Pact get the fuck out of there? Can I, like... No, right. So to put every division there because I'm justifying on the Islamic State. So what I should have done... Wait, no, that's... What? That apparently counts. Piece of shit. I'm not happy with this. Like, I'm just not fucking happy with this, okay? Because, you know, I don't need a bunch of crazy work. I mean, it's not... Okay. Actually, their supply consumption is just minimal. So, I guess that's fine. I don't know. Anyway, we're getting our glorious... Oh! You piece of shit, Mohammed Morsi. Fucking it... That's my target, you piece of crap. The Muslim Brotherhood is gonna kill the Islamic State of Libya. I don't think that the Islamic State of Libya can survive the Egyptian army. Also, there is a greater social nationalist... Ree! The SSMP flag. Ree! So they actually went with Greater Syria, and they're trying to claim Palestine. Oh no! The European Union must intervene to restore stability and order to the world, especially the Mediterranean. Because nothing can go wrong with this. And actually, I'm getting like a bunch of military factories. That's great. More jet fighters. Poland almost got Madagascar from France in the 1930s? Really now? And yeah, Italians speak fast. They do speak fast. It was changed, yes, to the banks and the prisons instead of... I can't remember. Was it the prisons or the banks with the churches initially? Cerkvi tiurmi, so prisons, actually. Right. So there was no banks earlier. Although, I mean, burning the banks, like, you know, that's also a replacement, but, you know, the churches, that's a level above, you know? It's a level of, as kids say these days, wokeness that's far above everything else. Because, you know, burn the churches, you know? What is this song? Das Banner von Marx und Lenin. Of course. The banner of Marx and Lenin. That's what you'd expect. So you guys actually join up with the Union fleet. Because, you know, I do like having a fleet. And, oh, Egypt, though. Oh, Egypt. Are you having problems pushing into Libya? Well, yeah, because the AI is a derp. And they're keeping some of their infantry divisions back. Actually, now we have some glorious army experience. Army Special Forces Commando, Mechanized Brigade. You know, what we need to do is we need to... Oh, 25! Come on, man! See, the reason I would want... Okay, never mind. So we're doing extra motorized on you. We don't have a lot of motorized equipment in storage now, do we? Nope. We're actually lacking because our training is killing motorized. Form the Western Coalition. A coalition between the Western European Union nations can now be established to counter the growing influence of the Soviet Union and Germany, both with different goals in mind. Wait, Germany's our ally. They're glorious EU. They're glorious Euro communists. Well, I mean, to be fair though, this does smell of pan-European, pan-German imperialism, you know? Fucking South Tyrol German. EU. Evil. La mode degli Arctic Monkeys. Madonna. In Poland, it's probably Jaruzelski. It's not Jaruzelski himself, but there is the Jaruzelski spirit. And the actual ruler is Czesław, or Czesław, because it might just be the Polish L, which is read like a U. Czesław Kiszczak. Jesus fucking Christ, Poland. Kiszczak. My god. So we're gonna purge those skeptics. Self-proclaimed Eurosceptics have no place in our society. Yeah, burn them. Burn them alive. Because we are European, we are tolerant. You know? Oh, you don't agree? Burn. That's pretty much the European way. And oh boy, it's raining. It's actually raining quite a bit. And oh, Sanders! You know, one thing though that I can do is I can remove this terrible cavalry division, and I can put some glorious artillery. And mountaineers. Aw, wait, what? Oh, it would put us over the special forces limit. This would also put us over the special... What if we do this? If we do this, I bet it fucking won't. Wait, what? You Nazi. You absolute Nazi. Maybe we are already at the special forces limit. Oh, what a piece of trash. Oh, well. At least we're going to put a second piece of artillery. That's the least we can do. And then, man, this armored brigade stuff is just Just add more tanks, I guess. This is a terrible division. Terrible. 10 organization. But eventually we'll be strong. We'll be good. Because we do have a lot of main battle tanks that we're producing. And we want our armored brigade to be strong. You have funny idea. Do great starve in Africa. What do you mean do great starve in Africa? I do not understand. Sì, sì, certo, vivo in Italia comunque. Non so se vuoi sapere esattamente dove. Ah, non te lo dico perché ho paura che bla 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 che ne so, mi trovi o qualcosa del genere. Yeah, the purge of the church had to be cancelled, blah blah blah. I mean, that whole song was written during the revolutionary period. So, it was pretty... United Europe propaganda. Everyone shall know of the great future approaching them. I love this. I really love this. And actually, I did not get the European investment event, but whatever. I'm guessing it was just some military factories or something. So we're gonna get United Europe propaganda. And afterwards... oh, actually, this increases our polypower. Good. And we're gonna make assassinations happen. Because that's how it works, you know? Okay, what can we do? I feel like research is a lot less constrained here. It's probably just because I have 4 research slots to start off with. And probably I should stop cheating. Well, okay, apparently I pronounced it well. Great pronunciation of Polish name. I mean, because Czesław Kiszczak is, you know, just so easy to pronounce, you know? Yeah, the Great Starve sounds pretty fucking funny to me. Dall'accento verso ovest dal Veneto. Più o meno, più o meno. Bologna. Comunque lo dico ogni tipo 3 video che faccio, quindi non è importante. And oh crap, are you gonna unite Africa? Are you gonna try to... Oh no, right, let's just expand ties. There... Oh, well, right, there is this one, but they did not do out with the Saling, or however you pronounce this, the Saling. Probably some insane thing. Anyway, you're coming in here. I hope that you're actually getting trained up. Yeah, okay, you are. Because we need our forces to be at maximum readiness. Because there's nothing that says Italy, or rather, there's nothing that... Yeah, there's nothing that's Italian-like efficiency. Clearly. That's how life works. So, in terms of this thing, I guess we should take plus 5%. That's pathetic. Minus 8% attrition. That does not sound bad, actually. But perhaps first we should want a economy minister. You know, foreign minister... No, this song. Yeah, we should probably have an industry minister. Factory output. Corrupt kleptocrat. Private military specialist. EU private. What, how dare you? Like there's a libertarian capitalist there, and he's not that great. Former scientist, resource industrialist, or administrator. These are not that good. Like, why would I use my... Why would I use my 150 hard-earned political power on this when I could do... This is not that good either, but when I could do this, you know? Minus 1% research time, plus 1 encryption, plus 10% attack on core territory. Max planning, hello? Like, politician with connection. How does a politician with connection increase the planning? I don't understand. Oh well. More plans. Non ti si caricano le texture e i paesi sono tutti neri? Beh, insomma, stavo pensando a una cosa tipo brutta da dire, ma non lo farò. Чужой земли мы не хотим не дали, но и свои не вершания дадим. Love it. Okay. Good. Glorious fighters. Wait, 6. Oh, that's because there's all the Warsaw Pact fighters here. There's the German ones. It's the Deutschers. They actually need a lot more motorized than I expected. Hey, Libya's pushing back. That's hilarious. Yeah, well, the Libyan militias are swamping the motorized columns of the Egyptians. We've been unable to really get us, you know, strong grip over all of this. And yeah, Greater Syria is readying itself to become greater, because there's the Greater Lebanese Republic, which is like, what the fuck? They can attack those. They can attack Palestine. Right, this is the song that we had before. Anyway, we can assassinate the European president. Only takes 7 days. Kill him. Kill him now. Love it. This, unfortunately, is going to decrease stability and political power. And we're going to get the European president assassinated. And then we are going to gloriously elect an Italian president. Okay, that's exactly what we wanted. Italy and Europe stands at a crossroads. The former shall lead the fight to victory. The European president assassinated. President of the European Union, Francois Hollande, love it, has just been shot and killed before his expected arrival at Parliament in Brussels. And why do I have the day-night cycle? While leaving a downtown hotel, the French politician and his entourage were directed to a second car down the road, as unexpected construction had blocked off more than half of the avenue. This proved fatal, however, as an assassin was perched on the rooftops above, waiting for the perfect shot. Perhaps if Hollande had left from the original location, his life might have been spared. But knowing the kind of people that might want him dead, it would only have delayed his death by a few days. Nevertheless, just 2 shots were fired, and the president was dead before he could be admitted to a nearby hospital. This is a truly tragic day, not just for the European Union, but for every socialist nation across the world. How tragic. Love it. Когда нас в бой пошлет товарищ Сталин, и первый маршал бой нас поведет. Intensifies. Yeah, but like, Grand Battle Plan is shitty with this tech tree. That's kind of changed. And it's got different balance. I'll show you what I mean. Because heavy tanks have a maximum speed of 30 kilometers an hour. So yeah, considering how good heavy tanks are, why not just use heavy tanks? You know? You just use heavy tanks, you get some super strong tank divisions, which right now we don't have, but one day, once we actually have, like, you know, the army experience and the motorized to actually do some of this. Okay, Sirte for Italian Union. I will not call in the Allies this time, because this time we cannot deal with them quickly enough. They're gonna aggressively execute the battle plan, because there's so many provinces in Libya that honestly just doing this by myself would be such a... Okay, right. Please declare war on him and him as well. And there we go. So you can see that things here are pretty fast. And, yeah. No, I don't care. I don't care. Especially don't care about non-aggression pacts because, you know, nobody likes non-aggression pacts of nations that they're going to take over. And there goes the National Salvation Government, which was the thing up here. Sovietsky Soyuz. Islamic State of North Africa is dead. And now we have more factories with which to produce our strong equipment. Guess we could produce more armored personnel carriers, at least for now, because we're gonna lose a few just waddling about in the desert. Yes, yes, get all these cities. And since, of course, Libya, you know, didn't expect this, they're kind of in trouble. Actually, the cavalry can clean up. Wait, what? Oh, what? He capitulated to Egypt. What? I don't even know, man. He capitulated to Egypt. And this is bad. You know why this is bad? Because we have basically the same color as Libya. Oh my god. So since we have the same color as Libya, of course everything looks pretty stupid. You guys are gonna go for Benghazi. And there we go. So since their entire army is busy invading Egypt and doing quite well, to be honest, we are gonna just take them from behind, like the Italians that we are. Italians take people from behind, don't you know? Blah blah blah, Sovietsky Soyuz. You know, why are we having 9 divisions here, please? Come on. Assign them where they matter. We even have more dockyards. Good. Produce faster. You must meet the production quotas, comrade. Provisional Congress of what dissolved? I did not click that. Or rather, I should have not clicked that. So that I could see what it is. Oh well. More of this. What are you, Tobruk? You're Egypt. So no Tobruk for us. Okay. Take Jalu. And I guess the armor can move up. And yeah, just take this. Take El Alamein. And then you come back around and... yes. Take that. And wait. That's the Islamic State of Libya, so why can I not? Okay, I can. Yes, Italy is taking Libya from behind. Yeah, Italy and Libya having the same color might be kind of befitting because of all of that. More fighters. Okay, so now you're kind of cut off. Why is it? Okay. That's not funny. For some reason, this plan is not active. So that's why all of this was not happening. Actually, you two, just, oh. Of course the militias are able to outrun professional militaries. But at least they're not able to outfight them. Good. And wait. Yeah, no. Do not allow these Libyans to surround us. There we go. They are pretty boned and dead. Guess, okay, so we don't need any of this anymore. What we do need, though, is, yeah, you to push down into this desert. Because, you know, everyone knows that deserts are so good. And, yeah, take that. Oh, really? Random Libyan militias. And wait, what? Oh, that's just a bug. Oh, well, at least my glorious... Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Of course, they have more... Really? Take Al-Jauf and take Kufra. Oh, they're taking random stuff down here. Of course, what we want more is the oil. Because, you know, resources. Resources. And you fucking puppeted these... that's so annoying. Don't worry, the day of the rope will come for the... Yes, I know, the day of the rope, lol. Will come for the Egyptians as well, which is why I'm taking the coast that's next to them first, because, you know, if I do that first, I can kill them better. Yeah, this is all tactical for now, because we are going to kill them. And well, there we go. Destroy everything. Okay, there we go. And, oh, never mind. So wait, where did they put their own Islamic State of... Oh, it's this one. Okay, never mind. Never mind, then. I am not quite so angry anymore. I'll take Tripoli, thank you very much. Oh no, I need this, and I need this. Okay, so I have a corridor. Let's see if I can secure a corridor to my own territory. Nope. Okay. There we go. So, yeah, well, that's ours. That's absolutely disgusting. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. That's just terrible. Anyway, this makes it a heck of a lot more easy for us to come in and kill them, though. And that's what we're going to do the next time I have time to stream this. Which is not today, but it is going to be someday soon. And what I'll do is, I mean, is it difficult to understand? This. So I'll just hop down a few provinces like this, hop down to this big desert, then everyone who's west of this is cocked. And everyone who's east of that, well, we killed them. Because they already got pretty boned just by Libya, so we're going to pretty easily defeat them, I think. So yeah, thank y'all for joining me. Citazione Raffaella Carrà. Oddio santo. Porca madonna. Cioè, avete anche ragione. Yeah, man. Jesus Christ. So yeah, thank y'all for joining. Hope you've had a good time. Terrible border gore. No, terrible Islamic State of Libya. Go away. And yeah, next time we'll be taking a page out of the SSMP over here and start to claim random territories. And I promise one day we'll give self-determination to all these people. Actually, can we even do that? Dependent nations, we don't have any subjects. So we can release, for example, the Arab Republic of Tunisia. And we can release them as a puppet. Okay, so eventually this is going to be something that we do. But for now, no need. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you soon. Have a good day. Blah, 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 blah. All of that. Bye, yo. Amazing.